What up? What up? What up? What up? Good morning. Stop. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing this morning? All right, man. Let me go down the chat for a minute. I don't know what was up with my music, man. I wasn't hearing it through the stream. I did put the link in the chat, man. So you guys know how we do it. If you want to come up throughout the live stream, share your trucking experience, share what you got going on. How was your week? You know what I'm saying? This is like a recap, so to speak. So we just talk about trucking, man. This is where we all come together on a Sunday. Y'all already know 8 o'clock Central Standard Time every Sunday. Your boy is here with y'all, chopping it up in the chat. Let me go down the list, man. Let me see who we got in the building this morning. We got Jonathan. What's up, Jonathan? Appreciate you for joining this morning. Say love the content, man. Thanks for helping all of us know what companies are any good. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate you for tapping in and supporting the channel. We got FE Official. Good morning, all the way from Canada. Always showing love. We got Osteen in here, 716. What's up, Osteen? Top side, man. Who else we got? We got Revolutionary Hippies in here. When you gonna show some tanker jobs in Arizona? I just moved to AZ and the job market sucks. Been doing reefer for 5 years. OTR. All right. Normally, when I review certain jobs, man, I really am not viewing any specific locations. But a lot of the jobs I do cover, they are pretty broad and cover a wide range of territory out there. So I normally don't necessarily do specific locations, but I'll see what I can find on Arizona, man. See what y'all got going on out there. We got Biggs in the building. Peace and blessings to you all, he says. What's up, Biggs? Appreciate you for joining. Who else we got? We got Gianna. I think I pronounced your name. Well, wait. Um, Gian Medina. Or Gia. Yeah, Gian Medina. I think that's it. Gian Medina 8. I apologize if I mispronounced that. Is it possible for a new graduated from the CDL school to get a tanker job? Yes, it's possible. It's possible for a new graduate to get a CDL or a tanker job. Yes. Who else we got in here? IL. Good morning. We got Lone Wolf in here. I think he responded to Gia or GN. There's a company in Texas and one in Utah hauling crude oil. FE official said, "Keep it up, guys." Yes, sir. You already know. We got Daryl in here. Says, "Good morning." Good morning, Daryl. How you doing? We got 24 people in here, man. If you haven't already hit that like button, hit the like button for me. I don't know, man. I wasn't able to hear the music. Let me know if you guys were hearing any music in the intro. I think I heard it initially, and then for some reason, I didn't hear it anymore. But I try to figure out what's going on with that. Wrap it up. Production always showing love. What's up? Wrap it up. Appreciate you for tapping in this morning. Who else we got in here? We got Jay in here. JR or J Redu. Salute, salute. We got Toga. What's up, Toga? J Rock. J Rock. Always in the building showing love. What's up, J Rock? Say good morning, everyone. Hit that like button. That's right. Everybody should know the protocol by now, but I know we may have some new people in here that's joining the chat for the first time. I see a lot of regulars in here. You guys already know what to do when you come on. Terrell in here. What's up, Terrell? Morning, fellow truckers. Blessings. What's up, man? We got Training Mask in the building. Long time supporter of the channel. What's up, my brother? Appreciate you. I don't think I've been seeing you in here over the past few weeks, but appreciate you for chopping it up, taking a moment of your time to join us this morning. We got Chasmin in here. Good morning. She been rocking with us for a few weeks as well. We got Chase in the building. Chase said, I don't think I'm built for food service, but I need to stay local and make 90 to 100K fuel hauling. Yeah, I mean, you can do that in fuel hauling for sure. Um, some fuel hauling companies to take a look at would definitely be Gemini Motor Transport. You got KAG, Keenan Advantage Group, is another good one. We got Circle K out there. You got Pilot out there. Shout out to DB. DB just did an interview with Pilot Fuel Hauler yesterday. What's up, DB? Good interview, by the way. But yeah, man, it's some pretty good opportunities when it comes to fuel hauling. Several companies out there. Now some of those companies, may require you to have some driving experience. Obviously, you got to have those endorsements, hazmat, tanker. So if you don't have your endorsements, you may even need a twit card for some of them. Just depends. But if you don't have your endorsements, I highly recommend you get those. Excuse me. We got Daryl in here. Already shouted out Daryl. Who else we got? We got Jeff, Heavy Haulers. What's up, Jeff? Okay, got you. I appreciate that, Toga. Yeah, I wasn't hearing any music, man, so I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm gonna have to check that out next time. Say the audio level on the voice is perfect though. Okay, appreciate it. Dion in the building. Dion says, "How are you doing? How are you doing? Are you still planning on relocating to Georgia? If so, are you staying with GFS?" I ask because I'm planning on relocating to Georgia if I can find a good job, paying reefer job. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm relocating to Georgia or not. Um, yeah, Georgia. I doubt it. I doubt I'll be going to Georgia, but who knows? But if you plan on moving to Georgia, definitely check GFS out. I mean, they do have a DC in that area. I know we get our trailers out of Douglasville, Georgia. I'm not sure what they have in Atlanta. Obviously, I know they do a lot of delivering out there to different places. I'm not sure if they have a DC in Atlanta or not. But I know our trailers come out of Douglasville, Georgia. Ackland says, I can't lie, I don't think I've been involved with the live streams. Is this a call-in show? Yeah, man. I know I haven't seen you on the live stream. Now, not necessarily a call-in, but you guys can hit the link in the chat. So that's what this show is all about. Primarily is just, to come here every Sunday morning, 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time to just fellowship with my fellow truckers in the building. And, there's some people in here that may be interested in getting into the trucking industry, right? And so they may be joining the live stream for the first time. So that's what I'm here for. And I got the link in the chat. That's what I do. I put the link in the chat for people to come up. I appreciate the people who have came up, man, over the last few weeks. I've had a few people come up, share their trucking experiences with the rest of the community, which I think is a great thing, man. I think everybody um, is interested to hear what other people have going on out there in the trucking industry. Again, there's just so many trucking job opportunities, from fuel hauling to food service to cryogenics to OTR, all sorts of different flatbed, right? Just all sorts of different trucking jobs out there, man. This is not a one size fits all type of industry. It's something out there for just about anybody. So you just got to find out what works for you at the end of the day. Also, not only that, but one thing that I always say when you start talking to people about these different trucking jobs, you may be interested in doing a particular thing in trucking, and you may come across somebody who had a bad experience doing that particular job. Does that mean that the job is bad? Not necessarily. Maybe that person just had a bad experience. So, again, man, sometimes you may even have to experience doing some of these jobs yourself and draw your own conclusion on whether or not that job is a good fit for you, right? I think that's pretty good counsel, because a lot of times you'll hear a lot of negative things about certain jobs out there. Regardless of what it is, everybody's going to have their own opinions, their own experiences. So sometimes you just got to, find out whether or not the job is the right fit for you. Same thing with, fuel hauling. A lot of people want to get into fuel hauling, but there are some people out there who think negatively about fuel hauling. If you guys read the comments, you guys can see that. So again, you just got to kind of take some of the stuff that you hear with a grain of salt, and just, you may have to just experience certain things yourself, man. That's just the reality of it. Commando, what's up, man? Appreciate you for tapping in. Let me turn my heat off real quick, man. My wife got it steaming in here, man. She got it steaming in here. Let me turn this thing off, man. She tripping. All right, we got to turn that bad boy off. All right, who else we got in here? We got G107. Good morning. He says, Wilted 4 in here. What's up, Wilted? He said, I haul cars, easy work, and mostly regional. Big money. Yeah. I heard them car haulers make pretty good money, man. We might need you to come on. I've been seeing you in the comments too, Wilted. You've been pretty active in the comments on different videos. Need you to come up and talk about that car hauling life. How's that experience? I passed by a lot of car haulers on the interstates. I'm wondering if when it comes to car hauling, do car haulers who haul some of the more exotic cars, do they get paid more money than a car hauler who just hauling, like a regular standard vehicle? Because I see some car haulers hauling some of those exotic vehicles, and I'm like, they probably, whoever hauling that, load, probably, making a nice little penny. When I see Ferraris and Bentleys and Range Rovers and all that being on those car haulers, I'm wondering if the pay is a little bit different. Let me know. Jonathan Wilson, we got GFS in the building. What up, Jonathan? Fellow GFS peer. Appreciate you for tapping in. Commando says, I'm just studying my pre-trip, writing it down, prepping for my CDL program on February 19th. Okay. Okay. Good deal, man. Good deal. You're in the right spot there. Good luck with that, with your CDL program. Hope that works out, man. I'm pretty sure you'll pass it with flying colors. If you're not using that CDL prep app by Jeffrey Diaz, definitely check that out. I mean, that's an automatic pass, honestly, if you study that. Passing all those quizzes, that's good preparation. Just using that app alone. That's what I use and, pass it with flying colors. Now, obviously, you still got to do your maneuvers and stuff like that, road tests, but just the general knowledge portion, that's an easy pass if you studying using that app. Diario says Giovanni here, bro, looking for local job in Dallas. Have all endorsements. Thanks. Anybody in the Dallas area, drop it in the chat. Let me know what trucking jobs out there in the Dallas area. By the way, wherever you guys live at, if you're looking for a trucking job in your area, just put it in the chat. Just like Diario just did. Put it in the chat. Somebody may be able to respond to you that's already living where you are right now. And they may have some suggestions. J Rock says, come to Central Florida, Anthony. Yeah, man. I already know. If I come to Central Florida, you know I'm hitting you up, bro. You already know I talked about Tampa, Orlando area. Either one of those. I'm open to moving there. I think I'm gonna stay in Florida though. I don't know. I may consider some parts of Texas. We'll see. Chase said my old city job made me get my CDL. I'm a mechanic, so I made sure to get all of my endorsements. Never let inexperience stop you from applying. These companies will take what they can get. Yeah, that's a fact. Some of these companies will take what they can get, so to speak. It just depends on where the company is in terms of personnel. But I think a lot of these companies will, um, I guess, kind of make exceptions depending on where they are personnel wise. If it's a company that's struggling to keep people or retain drivers, you know they may be more inclined to take someone who may not have the experience that they initially required for that position, if that makes sense. So I think yes, you're right. Some of these companies will make an exception. I think. Wrap it up production. Doing a video of my first McLean paycheck as a driver trainee. Oh, that's what's up, man. Let me know whenever you post it. You can tag me whenever you post it. I'll definitely check it out. We got Stenzo in here. What's up, and good morning to all the drivers. Shout out to Stenzo. We got 44 people in here right now. Appreciate each and every one of y'all for joining this morning. Daryl says, I'm looking for a tanker job in Philadelphia fresh out of school. I have a class A with the TWIC, former class B, looking for a mentor. This is my first time on live. Okay. Appreciate you dropping that info, Daryl. Fresh out of school, man. What made you get in the truck? Matter of fact, Daryl, if you see the link in the chat, you can hit the link, come up. No pressure. Let me see if I can put this. Let me see if my chat working or my comments is working to allow me to post it in the chat this morning. I put it in the chat earlier, but I actually used my phone. Let me see if I can do it this way, which is more convenient. I think we got it in there this time. Yeah, we got it in there. All right. It's not acting funny today. All right, so I put the link in the chat just now for those of you that may be wanting to come up and share your story. Let me get back to some of these comments because I Kind of got behind here. Ackler say in Atlanta, try DG Fresh, Dollar General, that is. Super duper easy. If you do the bare minimum, you'll make you an easy 70K. Home at least 4 nights a week, including weekends. All right, that's good info. Appreciate that. Effie, appreciate that. Reminder. All right, 10 minutes ago, he says 41 people. Let's get it to 41 likes. So we got 48 people right now. Let's get it to 48 likes. We got Joppa in here. Never let someone's experience discourage you getting a job. Yeah, man, that's a fact. Never. Because I mean, I could see how it can be um, very easy to get discouraged if you hear somebody talking about their bad experience doing a particular job. That can have a lot of influence on a person's decision. So, just be careful with that, man. I'm not saying everybody that has a bad experience with a job um, is being dishonest or anything like that. They may very well could have had, a bad experience, but it just doesn't mean you're gonna have that experience. You may not even work, you may work for the same company, but you may not even work for the same location, right? So when people say this company is bad or that company is bad, I don't necessarily think that's the case um, the majority of the time, right? Because a lot of these companies are very big companies. They have locations all across the country, right? So, you know, could it possibly be one location is, better than the other? Of course. Could management in this particular location be better than the management over here in this location? Of course. Could the equipment be better over here than it is over there? Of course. So, you got to kind of put things into perspective a lot of times and really think things through before you just make a decision, man. Truck Life, been watching you since you started this channel. Good, great content. God bless. Appreciate that, Truck Life. Appreciate it, man. Jeff say dump trailers is great in terms of pay. That's good info. Dump trailers. I never did a video about dump trailers, but that's interesting. Chasman says those bull haulers make bank for real. Oh, real? I don't think I've driven past anybody hauling bulls that I know of. Maybe I have. I don't know. Mike P, what's up? Appreciate you for tapping in. He says Frito Lay OTR in the house. Man, I've had a few people ask me to do a video about Frito Lay, man. Are you in the 53 footer? You doing OTR? Most likely, yeah, you in the 53 footer. So I have two Frito Lay truck drivers that lay over at the same hotel that I lay over at. So I see them guys. And I've had a couple people ask me to do a video on Frito Lay, a review. So I need to do a little research on Frito Lay so I can upload a video about them, man. How do you guys get paid at Frito Lay? Mike, is it hourly? Do you guys get case pay? Are you guys paid based on the load? What's the pay structure like with Frito Lay? Do you get mileage or anything like that? Let me know. And do you guys just deliver to like Frito Lay like warehouses? Drop that in the comments for me. I'm curious about that. Mike says houses in Texas crazy cheap. Man, I love the Texas housing market, man. I was talking about that not too long ago. Man, you just get so much house for your money in Texas compared to, say, Florida, where I'm at. So much more house for the money. Big says Savage is a really good company. They do fuel. Look them up. They in Texas and they pay for relocation up to $10,000. Oh, that's good information. So if you in Texas, look up Savage. I think somebody was asking about the Texas area, if I'm not mistaken. Appreciate that, J Rock. Chris, what's up, Chris? Appreciate you for tapping in. He say he's in VA. Shout out to VA, Virginia in the building. J Rock says, anyone in the Central Florida area looking for a driving job, my company is hiring. Appreciate that, J Rock. If you in Central Florida, hit up J Rock. If you in Central Florida looking for a job, hit up J Rock, man. He the plug. We got Mitch, the great Shamrock Foods, a great company. Shout out to Shamrock, man. I did a review on Shamrock Foods. Yeah, I heard they're pretty good, but I think they're primarily on the West Coast. I know we don't have any down south where I live, but shout out to Shamrock. Got my wife in the building. Appreciate that, babe. All right. Um, Jeff says, check out my page. I drive my own dump trailer in NYC. See what it's like to heavy haul in NYC. All right. I'll definitely check your page out. Anybody else in the comments that's in the chat right now watching this video, if you're interested in dump trailer, check out Jeff's page. Appreciate that info, Jeff. I'll definitely check it out. We got Tajay in the building. She say, thanks for watching my video. No problem. Yeah, I was it came across this morning. It came across this morning. I was just scrolling and it popped up on my recommendation. So I was like, let me see what Tajay talking about, man. See what Tajay talking about. I know GFS didn't work out for you, but you still landed on your feet. And I know you want to get in the fuel hauling. So just keep doing what you're doing. You're gonna get there. Who else? Who else? Who else? Okay, Mike says 53, 48, 35, and 28 footers. Okay. Okay, that's good info. I see more straight trucks and then the little box trucks when it comes to Frito-Lay. I see those trucks more than anything else. I've never, well, not never, because I've seen some 53s, but I haven't seen a 48, 35, or 28 foot Frito-Lay truck in my area. I've only seen 53s, the straight trucks, and the little box trucks that deliver to like convenience stores and grocery stores and things of that nature. You don't need a CDL for those trucks. All right, so Mike says pulling doubles. Okay. Ackland says, anybody know what's the word on Sherwood Foods? I never heard of Sherwood Foods before. So I'm assuming that's kind of like a local company or something along those lines. Anybody know anything about Sherwood Foods? Drop it in the chat. King AJ, what's up, man? Appreciate you for tapping in as usual. Always showing love. I got a lot of regulars in here, man. I appreciate y'all. Mitch the Great says, yeah, Shamrock is on the West Coast. All right. Yeah, I figured that. The research that I've done on Shamrock is, they primarily on the West Coast. So, but nevertheless, I heard they were a pretty good company, man. So shout out to Shamrock. Who else we got? We got Ferdinand in here. He say, thank you, brother, for everything you do for us. You're a respectable man with honor. You're not just a role model for truck drivers, but also a good role model for young men. I appreciate that, man. God bless. Appreciate that, Ferdinand. Kind words, man. I really appreciate it. We got 46 people in here. I don't know how many likes we got, but or how many likes we have, but definitely let me know in the chat. FA official, it's harder to get truck jobs in Canada as new driver than US, especially food service. Really? J Rock says we have Sherwood Foods here in Orlando. Okay. Yeah, are they a good company? J Rock. I never heard of them. And King AJ says my cousin works for Sherwood. All right. So it sounds like they're in Florida. Are they a good company? Let me know. I'm curious as to how they get paid too. Is it straight hourly component pay? I wonder what's their pay structure. We got Rare in here. What's up, Rare? Rare Souls. What's good, brother? Waiting on start date for NDCP. That's what's up, man. Shout out to NDCP, man. Shout out to NDCP. Delivering to them Dunkin' Donuts. Them boys out there getting a check too. Dunkin' Donuts, man. Pretty good paying job, man. They get money with Dunkin'. They definitely get money with Dunkin'. Mike says Frito Lay, we get paid by the miles, cases, and low pay. And anything we touch, we get paid for first year. You get 2 weeks of vacation and 9 flex days. Those 9 flex days are the holidays. Okay. Nice. Appreciate that info. See, man, that's why I like fellowshipping with y'all, man. I learned something. I learn something every Sunday. I learn something every Sunday, man. I'm sure, other people on here do as well. But that's what we here for. Mike says last year was my first year and I made 108,000 teaming, 70 cents a mile. Nice. Nice. That's what's up. Hey, you guys pay anything we touch, we get paid. Okay, I was just about to ask you that. I had to go back and read your previous comment. You say anything we touch, we get paid for first year. All right, so you guys do touch cases. If you in the 53, I think don't you guys just pull it off the trailer? I think you guys just pull it off the trailer. I don't think you guys are delivering to like stores and different businesses and things like that. I think the 53 footers, I think you guys are just delivering to like warehouses. But correct me if I'm wrong. I know some of the straight truck drivers and the box truck drivers deliver to convenience stores and grocery stores, but I think you guys with the bigger trailers or longer trailers, you guys are delivering to warehouses. Correct me if I'm wrong though, Chris. He said Nabisco always hiring than VA. Nabisco's a pretty good job too, man. I know two guys out here locally where I live work for Nabisco. They've been working for Nabisco for a long time, and they're in 53 footers too, just dropping off for the most part. Lift gate, just backing up the docks, dropping off product, getting it checked in by the receiver, but they're not, putting up any product. They're just dropping off. Them guys do grocery stores and Navy bases and all that type of stuff like that. So I see you backstage. Wrap it up. I'm getting ready to bring you up. Okay. All right. We got wrap it up in the back. We're gonna bring him up in a minute as soon as he get his audio straight. Let me know whenever you can hear me. You may have to sign out and then try signing back in. Oh, okay. Yeah, that sound like something on your end. So it's not connected to the car audio. Check your Bluetooth. Uh, just let me know when you get it figured out. Wrap it up, and I'll bring you up. Let me see. We got Mike. What Mike's? I'm out here in Utah, Salt Lake Regional OTR. So we pretty much hit all the neighboring state: Colorado, Montana, Wyoming, Oregon, California, Arizona, and Nevada. Okay, got you. John taking over. What's good? What's good? What's good? Appreciate you for tapping in. Yeah, man, long time. Let me see. Ackland says, I always hear the company ain't good. However, heard they pay decent and they deliver meat to warehouses from what I heard. 100% touch. Sherwood also in Atlanta. Okay. Appreciate the info. Ackland. Appreciate that. Appreciate you, babe, for being active in the chat. She say, thank you for joining us. You can support the live stream by liking it and subscribing to the channel. Appreciate that, babe. Ackland said, the delivery process sounds interesting to me. J Rock, Sigma, Florida, we get paid by the weight and miles. J Rock is the number one representative for Sigma. Y'all got any questions about Sigma? Definitely hit up J Rock. All right. They making a bag over there too. If you willing to do the work, it is food service. Sherwood is interesting to me mostly because they're a food service job, but they trailers don't have ramps or lift gates. I find that really interesting. Really? No ramp or lift gate. So what they doing over there at Sherwood? Are they just down stacking product? How they getting it off the truck? Or are they delivering to places that have forklifts or something like that? If the product is on pallets, that is interesting. I'm curious to know. They don't have ramps or lift gates. How they getting the product off the truck? King AJ says my cousin said he mostly do pallet drops at Sherwood. Ackland say they don't have lift gates though. So how they managed to pull that off? What's up, Leonard? Appreciate you for tapping in as always. He said best vet solutions. Long week, and I'm laying over in Cape Girardeau. I never heard of that. Missouri for my 36-hour reset. Trucker must be in you, not on you. Be safe, truckers. That's a fact. Can you hear me now? Wrap it up. I see you in the back. You good? Your audio good on your end? Okay, cool. All right, I'm getting ready. Yeah, yeah, I hear you loud and clear. I'm getting ready to bring you up. Yep. All right. All right. What's up, Rapid? Oh, what's going on, man?
What's up, man? Finally in the chat.
Yeah, man. What's up with you, brother?
Nothing, man. Just came from the gym. Got to represent. I had to represent real quick.
We got McLean in the building. That's what's up, man.
In the house, man.
You say you just
We got
started
to
with them?
represent, man. Yeah, I started with them back in December. Yeah, actually, right after Christmas, man. So I guess going after the holidays to get me in the door. So
Oh,
yeah, perfect transition, man. So I'm from I did 6 years at Cisco. I started in South Florida, Medley. And when COVID happened, we had a union and stuff, so it was either getting laid off or transferred. And I transferred over here to Central
yeah,
Texas, man, and it's been a blessing actually. So I didn't know I wanted a CDL till I got here to see how much money they were making up here in Texas, man. So I was like, you know, so I went for it, man.
that's
It's a
what's up,
blessing.
man. Yeah, congratulations on that, man. I mean, coming from
Appreciate it,
Cisco,
man.
I know it was a pretty smooth transition. If you coming from Cisco, any other
Yeah,
food
heck
service
yeah.
company gonna be a good transition.
Heck yeah, man. I was making, like, don't get it twisted. Like, warehouse make money too, man. Selecting, I was making 100K. It's just my back, you know. I ain't want to.
Mm,
I just turned 29. I don't want to be 35 walking with a limp. So
yeah,
I'm doing that 1 year food service experience, then go to cryogenics. So that's my whole plan. So I don't plan on staying for long at McLean.
got you,
So
got you, got you. Sound like you
you
got a
feel me?
plan. Okay, so you came from the
Yeah,
selector
I got
side with Cisco to a now a driver with
selector.
McLean.
Yeah, exactly. Selector, footlift operator. Then I wanted more of of like the overnight life and such. So I just went straight to uh the CL school. I'm not too excited because Cisco over here they don't do driver training program. So
Okay.
only a few company here actually in San Antonio. I'm in San Antonio, so Central Texas. So
Mm,
there's a lot of drivers, man, with experience and such. So it's hard to find a job as a rookie. So most companies don't have a driver training program.
yeah.
And to be in a driver training program, you gotta be in the warehouse working. You feel me for like a couple of years, and they get you in. So
Hmm.
that's one thing. That's why I'm here in the chat to let people know like don't look at hey it might say you need 1 year experience, but it's how also you present yourself. Like every job interview I went it said dress casual. I went there with a suit, man. I gotta
Yeah.
make my name stand out. So I went in there with a suit, and they were shocked. They're like, "Oh, you taking this seriously?" Like, and that's how
Mhm.
I got so many chances. I had R&L carriers as a possible employee. I had a couple FedEx third party lined up to drive. So I had plenty possibilities, but I went with McLean because they have a 6 month driver training program. So I feel like I
Mhm.
needed more experience than be out on the road on my own. You feel me? So I went
Yeah.
with that. So that matters more to me than just throw me to the wolves and God forbid something happen.
Yeah,
So
100%, 100%. Yeah, it
yeah.
sounded like you
So
had a
I
solid plan, man.
heck yeah, man. I do, man. So
That's
I got my head in place, man, for real.
most definitely. And I like that you said you had to set yourself apart, like during the interview process. I think that's so
Def
key and so important, particularly in the market that we in now, where it's so competitive to find a
yeah,
job and you have all these people that have experience applying for the same position
yeah.
that you're applying for. You said, you know what? I'm gonna go in here with a suit, right? They say you never get a
Heck
second chance to
yeah.
make a
Suit and
make a
tie,
first
man.
impression.
Yeah.
So you obviously
Exactly.
made a really good impression. Not saying that everybody may have to take that
Exactly.
approach and go in with a suit, but you did, and it worked out for you.
Nah, it worked out, man. I made a video about it, man. Like you'll see the suit, man. Like I cut I cut the lock. This is the interview, man. Like you gotta be in the mirror. You gotta sell yourself, man. You
Yeah.
gotta sell yourself. Because trust me,
Mhm.
I was the only one there with no driving experience in Texas. Like you're gonna see more 18 wheelers than cars sometime on the highway, man. That's how it is. Like this is Texas, so
Yeah.
you got people with 50 years, 40 years driving experience. So you gotta set yourself apart. You gotta show that you really want this and that's what you're here for. So
100%.
and I like I said in the video I made, I'll show you. I applied for over 100 position on Indeed in a 1 month span of getting my CDL. 100 position. I got 10 callback and I got 8 interviews set up. And out of the
Wow.
8, I chose McLean. So you got yeah, like say if you're in CDL school right now, start setting up interviews, man. Like start applying. I mean, applying, save. Then once you get your application, once you get your CDL, click
Mhm.
submit. Submit the application. That's what I did, and it worked out great. You know,
Yeah, man. Hey,
there's ways around it, man.
that's good, bro. And
For
you
real.
said you applied for almost 100 companies and got 10
100
callbacks, 8
companies for
interviews.
sure,
Like that's what I
for
tell people.
sure. Yeah,
Some people hit me up in the comments are like, man, look, I applied for this particular company. I've been waiting 2 weeks. How long does it normally take? And I'm always like, man, it varies, from person to person, but continue
exactly,
applying for different jobs. Don't just rely on this one company to hit you back. You know what I'm saying? Like be
exactly,
proactive, like give yourself more chances to get an opportunity for an interview. And by doing that, that means you got to apply for several companies, not just one, right? Don't put all your eggs in one
exactly.
basket. Apply for different
Yeah, and
companies.
yeah, and like and the company that you might not want, that's the one that's gonna give you a chance. So with McLean, remember I asked you in one of the videos, I asked you, should I go HEB doing fuel
Yeah,
with a Class B truck, or should I go R&L carriers or McLean? You told me McLean's a better choice, and end up being a better choice. I didn't want to do the whole, back breaking job again, but
yeah,
I'm like, man, let me get that 1 year experience. Driving it's a 40 footer. It's better than driving a Class B fueler because most job looking for a tractor trailer experience that I'm going for, which
yeah,
is fuel island. So I told myself, man, let me just do a back breaking job for 1 more year, hold it strong, and out of the 1 year, 6 months of it is in training school. So that kind of experience. I
yeah.
drove to Austin with a driver, with a driver. I drove to Austin. I drove to Houston. That's over 1,000 miles already on my
Hmm.
record. So that's
Yeah,
good. So, and now 6 months after that, I'll be solo. So I
nice.
just gotta suck it in,
Yeah, that six
get
months
a
are gonna
get a
go by
Lindy
like,
position or Gemini.
yeah, that's
Exactly,
it's gonna go
quick,
by fast, man. Yeah,
quick. And
that
and a lot of people get it misconstrued too here. You don't gotta go to Swift or how you call it?
Werner or
Yeah,
any.
yeah, Warner to get your CDL, man. Like depending on your location, man. Like over here, most likely you'll find in Texas, especially Texas, you will find driver training like a McLean man, like Sigma does it. Cisco doesn't do it, but Sigma, McLean, HEB does it. Where you don't have to be in the warehouse for a year. You just go straight in as a driver trainee. If you
Mm-hmm.
have if you have a CDL or you plan on getting a CDL, especially in McLean, you go with your regular license and they pay for your CDL school.
Hmm.
So you got
Yeah,
that working out for y'all. Don't just go over the road. You gotta go over the road to get the CDL paid for. Especially
right.
Labatt, you gotta sign a contract with Labatt, but
Hmm.
they'll train you with a regular license to get your permit and your CDL. I just don't
Nice.
want to do Labatt because it's like it's 750 a week, 850 a week, something like that. I
Yeah,
got 3 kids, man, so I need
yeah,
a little
yeah,
more than that. But you feel me?
yeah.
So
100%.
it's a
Yeah,
blessing,
nah.
man.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense, man. You're absolutely right. You don't necessarily have to go OTR, right? And
Yeah,
you can sign up for a year contract with a mega carrier, um, and all of that to get your CDL. Now, if you
yeah,
just choose to go that route, if you want to go OTR, that's fine, but you don't necessarily have to, right? It's not mandatory.
exactly.
Um, you
Yeah,
could,
you still gonna
you,
sign a contract, but at least you'll be local. You feel me?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
exactly.
you
Yep,
gotta choose what you want.
yep, 100%, man. Man, I appreciate you for tapping in, man. You dropped some jewels,
Definitely,
man.
man.
I
Hey, I
appreciate you,
appreciate
bro.
you, man. Hey,
Yeah,
I look up to you, man, for real.
I
I
appreciate the
appreciate
support.
everything you've done. I've been watching you for years, man. So appreciate it, brother.
Yes, hey, be safe out there, bro.
You too, man.
All right, later. That's what's up, man. Shout out to Wrap It Up, man. Came through and dropped some jewels, man. And that's McLean is the only company, bro, that has those training programs to where you can go in house and be a driver trainee for a period of time, and then they'll help you get your CDL, and you can transition into a driver. We all know everybody don't want to do touch freight. That's fine. But at the end of the day, if you're somebody who wants to stay local and you don't necessarily want to go OTR, there are opportunities like this out there. You just got to do your research. Again, McLean isn't the only one that offer these type of driver trainee programs to where they'll pay for your CDL. You have some LTL companies that do the same thing. So you just got to do your research, man. I'm glad he came up here. He said a lot of you know he dropped a lot of jewels, man. If you guys was paying attention to what he was saying, particularly when he talked about the interview process and some of the things he did, I thought that was good. That was good stuff, man. Let me get back to some of these comments. We got 54 people in here right now. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button. Appreciate it. We got Jay Trucking Adventures in here. Appreciate you for tapping in again. He said, the core of it all, this lifestyle is not for everyone. Experience will show you how to make more money. I agree, 100%. That's a fact. Jay says, I'm on SAP, still making money. Man, somebody asked me about SAP, I think on last week's live. How hard was it for you, Jay, to get a job um, being on SAP. Well, let me know. You say you're 29. All right. You say no to drugs, child. Definitely say no to drugs. I had somebody comment on a video. I think it was last week, and the person said he said something like, "Yeah, it's a good job until you get into an accident, and then you have to do a drug test and you get fired, or a random drug test is what he said. He said, yeah, it's a good job until you have to get randomly drug tested and then they fire you. And my comment was, people that's not doing drugs not concerned about a random drug test. Like, you can random drug test me all you want to. You're not gonna find anything because I don't do drugs. And I think people that don't do drugs, they don't care about a random drug test. So, no shade or anything to anybody that, do participate in those activities. But I'm just saying, me personally, uh, that's never a concern of mine. Random drug tests. We do random drug tests at GFS. That's not a concern of mine. So that was a weird comment, but we get a lot of those as content creators. Keith says tapping in from Lancaster, California. Big fan, man. I love the content. Man, appreciate that, Keith, for tapping in. I hadn't seen you before. I see you back there, Gene. I'm getting ready to bring you up. Jay, I see you represent KHG. All right, let me get my man up here. What up, Gene? What's happening?
Boy, I'm tapping in, man. The number one tanker driver on YouTube is here. Don't be knowing, so hey, so I'm gonna tap in one day, man. I'm just here tapping in, man. Just feeling good this morning. I'm off on Sundays and Mondays,
Okay,
so I
that's what's
decided
up.
I'm gonna tap on in. And then, boy, I wanted to ask you something, boy, cause my channel small and I got coworkers hating, so I just want to know how it's going for you. Like it's
Man,
weird.
hey, I'm gonna be honest, bro. GFS been embracing me for a long time since I've been creating content.
Yeah.
It got out to corporate. Corporate end up hitting me up, wanting me to wanting to collaborate and do interviews with, like, I did an interview with a regional manager at the time. Now she's a VP. But man, they
Okay.
fully embrace it. My management team know what I do. Coworkers now know what I do. Again, like, I've had HR managers reach out to me on LinkedIn, basically telling me to
Okay.
keep doing what you're doing, because so many people have came into the interview process and mentioned that they heard about GFS through my channel. So yeah, GFS fully embraces it, man.
Yeah, well, I think I went through
For
a little
me.
roller coaster ride. Really, it was just I don't know, like gas. Like I really don't talk to the coworkers like it. Normally, I just I'm saying you jump in your truck, you gone, you on your own. You might run into each other and pass and see each other once a month. But my
Mhm.
supervisor was start just one day just hit me up like they turned to YouTube channel and I'm like turn my channel in. I ain't doing nothing but talking pop, so I wasn't even worried about it. But long story short, I thought I was gonna be able to get a partnership with them because I like wind up emailing the top people. I wind up
Yeah,
able to talking to the head of HR,
yeah.
uh, that's on the board up there with the CEO. When I spoke with him, he said he had spoke with the head of marketing, and they didn't want to do YouTube with a driver because they had a bad experience at the time. They didn't want to
Mm,
do that again. But he told me
okay.
that don't mean they won't never do it. He just
Yeah,
said for right now.
right.
But they told me they love my channel and stuff though.
Okay, that's
So
good.
yeah.
Well, at least they ain't stop you from just,
Oh no,
creating
no, no, no.
content.
I thought it was gonna be a partnership because of the like the lower HR person I talked to when she emailed me, she said we interested in partnership with you if you just follow our guidelines.
Right, right.
So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you never know. It could be a partnership in the future.
Yeah,
Maybe
yeah,
just
but
not right
I ain't
now.
even tripping. I ain't even
Yeah,
tripping on that, man. I said, man, I'll be so big that
right. You ain't even gonna
it
need
gonna cost them too much money next time. I try to get them for the low ball price. I
right.
come back. It's all my terms then.
Yesterday's
Yeah,
price is not today's price.
yeah, man. What? Yeah, man. But I just want to let the people know. Hey, trucking work. Don't let
Yeah,
nobody trick you. Don't let
yeah,
nobody
man.
tell you the gas truck gonna blow up because that's what the biggest misconception you get.
I
And
don't
I'm
want
gonna
to
tell
ride
the
with a
people, look,
bomb on my back.
Look,
that's what
I
some of
only ride with. I'm gonna do a video too. I only ride with gas 50% of the day. What that mean is, once I load, I'm just driving to that destination. The whole truck get dumped off. You don't keep riding around with that one load. So it's half of the day. If I'm 12 hours, it's 6 hours loaded. When I leave the terminal, once I get to that store, all product is empty.
yeah,
It's off the
right,
truck.
yeah.
So yeah, it ain't like I'm riding loaded all day long. It's just half of the day.
How many stops you do on average a
Oh man,
day?
my job's sweet, man. I do 4.
Full
But
stop. Yeah.
only way you can get 4 done, I'm this me driving like a 30-minute distance.
Okay. Yeah.
So when I do these 4 stores, I probably go to the same store all day.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah, they got me on
Yeah.
something called dedicated Costco.
Okay.
So
Okay. So yeah,
I'm like
you.
super sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do
You.
other stores like if they filled up, I might have to run a Kroger. So they
Okay.
got Kroger's accounts. I'll probably run to a Kroger that, but they try to keep me close because they want to get right back to that Costco.
Right. Yeah. I was just
So the
about to say.
farthest we go out is about like 2 hours. About 2 hours. That's the furthest out here we go about 2 hours.
Okay. And what you
So
running
yeah, it's home and back.
a shift on average? What you running about 12 hours a day or 11 hours a day, somewhere around
Yeah,
there?
me personally, I'm an 11-hour dude. Once I get to 11 hours, my body start going, get
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
that truck, get off that truck, get off that truck.
Right.
So once
Yeah.
I start getting to the 11-mile mark and I got load on me, I'm
Mhm.
calling dispatch, tell them take that load off. I'm
Yeah.
not doing it. I'm
Yeah.
going home. I'm tired. I
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
did that Saturday. Matter of fact, they had 5 of them on me.
Oh,
Man,
really?
I ain't gonna be out here no 14 hours, man. Y'all
Right.
crazy, man. I'm going home. Get that load off. Take it. Oh, we
Yeah.
gotta write it down. Driver fatigue.
Yeah.
Hey, drivers, attention, all drivers. If you don't want to do something, it's the law. Tell your company driver fatigue. You're tired. You need to be off the truck.
There
You
you go.
can't get fired. It's nothing. It's the law.
Yeah. That's a bar.
But
Y'all heard it from Gene.
I give y'all some game drivers. Don't let them force you. Talking about you got 16, you go 18 hours. Don't do it. Don't do it. When
That's
you
right.
tired, you tired. Turn it. But
100%.
you'll learn the new drivers. Y'all be kind of scared. See, I've been driving. I've been doing gas about 8 years now.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. You've been in it for a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah. I got my CDL through Coca-Cola. From Coca-Cola, I went straight to gas because I seen all old white men. It was just that's just the facts of it. I seen
Yeah.
all old white men just chilling. So I'm
Mhm.
about to go over there and do that.
Yeah. Easy work.
Yeah, I was trying to get on with Loves when I first started. Man, Loves ain't never called me.
Yeah.
Then when I finally got on, I understood why they ain't had nobody over there look like me working for them.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
In
in
your
my
area?
area anyway. So when
Yeah,
I
in your
finally
area.
saw their trucks and saw the drivers, I asked the driver straight up, "Man, y'all got anybody over there look like me?"
Mhm.
He said right there, thought about it for a minute. He was like, "No." I said, "No wonder." Can't get in touch with y'all. Yeah, but shout out to Loves though. I
Yeah, shout
still
out.
like y'all though. Y'all inspired me. I talked to a Loves driver when I was at Coca-Cola. And he
Yeah.
was telling me like get your hazmat and your
Tanker.
tanker endorsement and stuff. And
Mhm.
I was like, how you do it? He like, well, you gotta go get fingerprinted. So it was a Loves driver that actually told me. I'm like, and I like they trucks. They're big, pretty yellow.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out
But
to DB working for Juvenile
yeah, man.
Insurance.
But hey, I ain't gonna hold you up, bro. I just thought I would tap in this morning. Hey, y'all use my name, get hired, man. Get you a job. We ain't playing no games.
Let them know who
Hey,
you work
that's
for.
my
Some
goal.
of them
Make my
probably don't
name
know who you
mean
work
something
for.
over there.
Let them know who you work
Huh?
for. Let them know who you work for.
Yeah, man. Keenan Advantage, KG, baby, we the biggest.
There you
Y'all
go.
don't know we the biggest. Y'all don't know. Keenan hold all the contracts. See, I was one of them drivers. I didn't like work for people who don't have their own stores.
Right.
So when I
Yeah.
took Keenan, it was strictly about money. But
Mhm.
when I got over there and went to the training and started researching the company, I'm like, hold up, they the biggest. They hold all the contracts.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll run you off too. Low key, y'all better pay attention. Your company might have a Keenan contract. They come back and pull it. I seen them do it in my city. Ran the
Wow.
whole little company off.
For real.
Yeah.
They took their business.
Man, took their business back because at one point in time, my area, like they didn't never have no drivers here in Nashville. But
Yeah.
man, we went like my supervisor when I got hired, he was telling me they need like 35 drivers. So
Wow.
they was on a spree.
Picked
Yeah,
up
because they
some
was
new
start
accounts.
pulling them contracts. Yeah, they start taking them contracts back. They want to do it. I guess they wanted it all for themselves.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
Wow.
went on the hiring spree like crazy.
That's what's up.
But
Sound like you
yeah,
got stability there with KG.
Yeah, I got stability anywhere, man.
Yeah,
Like they
that's
can
a
fire
fact.
me today. I'm on tomorrow, man. It's easy. It's too.
You got you
I
got
ain't.
a
I
CDL,
ain't
right?
never went on a job and they get no offer. I ain't, man. I can do an interview tomorrow and get an offer, man. I don't even worry about the job no more with the CDL. And let me
Yes,
shout out to
sir.
the people. Look, I don't drink or smoke or none of that, so I don't care about no randoms. These folks that gave
Exactly.
me 3 randoms over here, man. I
Exactly.
pass them all.
That's what I'm
I
talking
pass them
about, man.
all.
We don't
I
care about no
pass them all. That's
randoms,
what you
man.
say. You worry about a random, bro. If you
Yeah.
smoke, do what you do. But
Yep.
people don't smoke. We ain't worried about no randoms, man.
At all. At all.
I told them they owe me a raise. So many randoms I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him, man. But hey, I just tap in. I'm gonna enjoy the show though, bro.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
All right, bro.
I don't even know how to log off, man.
I'm gonna get you out of
All
here.
right.
All right, bro. All right, y'all. Almost slipped. What's up, man? Shout out to Gene, man. Always having that high energy, man. Shout out to Gene, showing love to the channel. If you guys haven't seen Gene's channel, go check him out. The biggest representative for KG on YouTube. As he said, #1 tanker driver on YouTube. Shout out to Gene. Gene has a goal to get 100 people hired on with KAG, man. So if y'all interested in Keenan Advanced Group, definitely check them out, man. Jay says money worth more than that blunt. 100%, man. 100%. But you know, some people they just can't kick the habit, man. Hold on, guys. Let me step up. Let me step away for just a second. I'll be back. All right, guys, I'm back. Turn this down. Shout out to Gene, man. Gene came through with the energy, man. Appreciate that. I appreciate you, all of y'all, for tapping in. We got 50 people in here right now. Hit that like button if you hadn't hit it. Let me get back up to Jay real quick. Jay said, no shade to anyone. I failed a random before and I'll never play with my L's again. Yeah, man. Definitely no shade to anyone, man. You know, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, man, you just got to figure out, you know, which one is more of a priority for you, right? A nice salary or however much it costs to do whatever drugs that you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Which one make the most sense? Like, why would you want to risk putting your CDL in jeopardy like that over, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what it comes down to. We just got to call it what it is, man. You got to call it spade a spade. Ferdinand says 18 months tractor trailer experience, double triple tanker hazmat and twit. Jay says can't play if 18 wheels pay your bills. That's a fact, man. You just can't take that chance, bro. You can't take that chance. We got Poppy Fanton here. He says, what does it mean when a company's driving requirements say meet eligibility requirements? Most jobs say that on their website, but aren't specific. What does it mean when a company's driving requirements say meet eligibility requirements? Does the job not have a specific requirement on it? Poppy Fanta. It doesn't have 6 months, a year, or anything like that. He says aren't specific. So, I mean, that's a good question. If they aren't specific, that's a good question. I mean, I would have to see what that job description looks like. If it just says meet eligibility requirements, it's kind of hard to answer that. DJ in here. What's up, DJ? He said you got everything you need. Then I'm at Coca-Cola right now with a year and a half experience. They always hiring up here. Yeah, Coca-Cola. Really, all touch freight jobs for the most part are always hiring. For the most part. Not always. Because again, I think I mentioned this on the last live where people was telling me like, look, man, I applied for this food service company, that food service company, and I got denied. So that's why I can't say always. It's not. You may think it's a guarantee to get hired on at a food service company, excuse me, but that's not always the case, man. I get people telling me they got denied frequently. So it's not a given. Despite how, tough that line of work is. Sweatpant Riot in here. What's up, Sweatpant? He said, what up, Ant? I'm an hour behind, but what up, my man? What's going on, bro? What you doing out there, Sweat? What you doing? Let me know. What type of job you doing? You're an hour behind. Oh, maybe you just meant you're an hour behind on the live. Maybe that's what you meant. Ferdinand says, I keep applying, but Harris County is overpopulated. We got Soldier in the building. What's up, Soldier? Appreciate you for tapping in, as always. Speaking of, I'm kind of glad you said that because I want to kind of touch on that real quick just to get y'all thoughts in the chat. Like, when is it time to move to find a better trucking job? I mean, is that ever an option? Like Ferdinand just mentioned here, talking about Harris County being overpopulated, an area where I'm guessing that where he lives. I mean, when is it a good idea to move to get closer to some better job opportunities or some job opportunities in general? Sometimes that might be the case, right? Sometimes you may have to move. Then you get into, well, it costs money to move, right? Everybody just can't get up and just move. It costs money to do so. But what do you guys' thoughts on moving to an area that may have better opportunities, or at least a better chance at getting hired at said job, right? Bigger city, larger population, more job opportunities. Sometimes that may be the answer. If you're in the city with not very many people, not very many jobs, everybody fighting for the same job, you may have to move. You may not have to move very far. Maybe the next, city over. That may not be too far from where you live. Or maybe it may take moving to a few states. Who knows? But what are you guys' thoughts on that, man? Moving to a bigger city with more opportunities. 804 Finch in the building. Appreciate you. He said most exotic cars require an enclosed trailer to haul. I did car hauling for about 3 years. It was a great learning experience. Had its ups and downs. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, most of them do. Most of them, that would make sense. Jay says, I'm not a content maker, but I want to help people that was in my predicament. Okay. I, I don't know, Jay. I probably passed, but I can't remember what your situation was. We got Keith in here. What up, Keith? He said, here in my city, Lancaster, we have Sigma, but I'm an hour from LA though. Okay. D said, what's up, Andy? Thank you for everything you do. Appreciate it, DJ. Jay said, one more thing to my new drivers. It may be easy to get a CDL job, but try not to job hop too much. It can come back to hurt you when you find that good one. That's true. That's good counsel. Got Johnny in here. What's up, Johnny? Yeah, I've been sending in some food service applications here in NYC, but haven't had luck at 9 months experience, so maybe that's why. Could be. It could be. Again, we in a competitive market right now. It almost don't matter what job you're looking for. We're in a competitive market. Six guy, what's up? He said, I'm a new driver and work at GFS, and a lot of my coworkers and myself were inspired to go this route by you. Keep up the great work. Man, appreciate that. Shout out to all my GFS peers out there, man. Appreciate you guys for showing support and tapping in. I get a lot of love from my GFS peers out there, man. Appreciate y'all. Ox Warrior is food service higher paid than LTL. You got some food service drivers that make more than LTL. You got some LTL guys that make more than food service. So, I can't say one over the other, but I can say LTL is definitely a less physically demanding job than food service. So, some of the LTL guys say things like they make just as much as food service drivers without having to do all the work, right? And that's true. There are drivers doing LTL that make just as much as some of us food service drivers, and they don't, they only do drop and hook for the most part. So, there's some truth to that. But again, you have food service drivers that make more than some LTL guys, and you have some LTL guys that make more than, food service drivers. So it just comes down to, what you want to do at the end of the day. 2 degrees. My guy Leonard says, to new CDL students, they do random tests while in CDL school, and you'll be dismissed from school until you complete the SAP program. Don't waste your time or money if you're not going to be clean. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, that's good advice, man. That is good advice. Don't waste your time on money if you're not going to be clean, man. Because I think somebody told me they got a DUI a few days ago, and they were asking me, what type of impact that's going to have with them getting a CDL. I don't think they actually got their CDL yet, but they were telling me they got a CDL and they got some more um, infractions too. I'm like, bro, it's gonna be very difficult to get a job in your situation. What you got going on? I mean, this person had a couple moving violations, including that DUI. So I don't know. Maybe some owner operator or something like that will give you an opportunity. But as far as a mega carrier or a company, a big company, it may be tough, man. Ferdinand says, I filled out the KG application for Houston. The recruiter didn't call me for 2 days. I called the recruiter the third day and she told me, regardless of the job posting, they won't be hiring. Is that until March? I'm guessing that's what you meant. They won't be hired until March. Okay. Reach out to Gene too. If you have any questions regarding KAG, Ferdinand, definitely reach out to Gene, the #1 tanker driver on YouTube, represent Keenan Advanced Group. He got a lot of good information over there. He has a good channel, dropping a lot of jewels, showing you exactly what he does with KAG. Got some good videos on his channel. Jay says, I left Mississippi to Georgia to Missouri. Okay. Jay says, don't get it twisted. Those touch freight jobs work you like a dog. Facts. That's a fact. I got that link in the chat, man. If you guys want to come up, I'll go ahead and put it back in. I know it's probably way up at the top. I tried to pin it. I'll check it. I'll check it later, man. Nah, that's a fact. Jay. J Rock says you should make a move if you can't find a job. That may be the case for a lot of people, man. If you can't find a job, that may be the only alternative for a lot of people. Get into a bigger market. Jopper says tapping in from Houston. We got Houston heavy in the building this morning. Shout out to H-Town, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. J Rock says, always make sure your finances are up to par. That way, if you have to move, you will be good. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. That's why, we're always talking about saving and investing to prepare for things such as this or that situation if it ever arises, right? If you got money saved up, then you can make that move, right? But if you just spending, every time you get paid, if you just, buying something and just spending all your money and not putting any away, you're not gonna have that option. So I encourage everybody, man, put some money away, man. Put some money to the side, save, invest, take a percentage of your paycheck, save, take a percentage of your paycheck, invest. I'm not just talking about investing in a 401k. I'm talking about a separate account, a separate savings account, a separate investing account. I'm just saying, make your money work for you, man. Make your money work for you. Be smart with your finances. You got some debt. You got a lot of debt. Start attacking that debt. I said this before. Two ways to really have more money is number one, make more money, increase your income. Number two, decrease your expenses. So lower your expenses. If you want to see money build quickly in your account, if you do those things, find a way to increase your income and then lower your expenses, you're going to start seeing more money piling up in your account. But when you have loans, credit card payments, mortgages, all these other bills, credit cards, your money is just being eaten away. So when you find a way to pay those things off, now you got extra money, right? But when you get the extra money, don't be tempted. Now, let me just say this, because, there are some people out there that say, you know what, man, I'm not saving money. I want to ball right now. I want to, I'm buying this, I'm buying that. Forget all that saving and investing. All I got to say to that, man, is just to each his own. Because I have had people say, look, man, I'm not waiting, 15, 20 years, 10 years to spend my money. I want to buy what I want to buy right now. And if that's you, hey, more power to you. Personal finance is called personal finance for a reason. So spend your money however way you want to spend your money. YOLO, you only live once. That's the mindset of a lot of people out there. And I'm not necessarily saying you got to just, not buy anything you want. Everybody has desires. Everybody has, things that they want. I'm not saying you have to be extra frugal to where you don't spend a dime and you watching every penny. But you got to look at your overall financial situation. And you got to think about your financial goals and where you want to be. So, everybody's situation is different. But if you have a goal to do something, you got to be disciplined with your money to make that happen. That's all I'm saying. But to each his own, man. I can't tell nobody what to do with their money. To each his own. 421 says, yes, there are a lot of Cali people that have moved to H-Town, but that's creating more lanes for all the companies. There are still local jobs available in the area. Don't get discouraged. Keep applying. Now, I'm about 11 minutes behind on this chat, so just bear with me, guys. We got 67 people in here, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Appreciate y'all. If the music is too loud, let me know. I got it on 1, so it shouldn't be, but let me know. Ferdinand said, preach, Anthony. Black Star G, have to do what to gain experience or more income. Yeah. Ferdinand said, I'm thinking of moving to Dallas. Holstein says, I'm in that boat now. 421, try Propane Transport International in Houston. Try Western International Gas in H-Town. Try Pilot Fuel Hauling. All right, so if you're in the Texas, if you're in the Texas area, specifically H-Town, he just dropped some jobs that you may want to check out. Flexheart, he said, any help with the fuel hauling job out of the Inland Empire, California? All right, if we got anybody in that area, help my guy Flexheart out. Drop it in the chat. Y'all probably already did. I'm not sure. I'm 10 minutes behind. Osteen says, I moved 45 minutes north, but may have to move closer. Okay. Might have to. Appreciate that, J-Rock. This was 10 minutes ago. We had 57 people. We got 66 people in here right now, man. Hit that like button for me if you haven't already. I appreciate that. Appreciate all the interacting in here, man, in the chat. It's a lot of interacting right now. Jay said, Anthony, love the channel, bro. I'm a new subscriber and will be tuning in. I pray all the exposure and target audience finds you. Stay safe, drivers. Appreciate that, Jay. Appreciate the love, man. And I appreciate you for tapping in this morning. That's what's up, man. Yeah, man. Say that's true. We got Rolly in here. What up, Rolly? One pro moving to a bigger city is you usually will have a few options in companies, rather it be LTL, food service, or any other driving job. Tapping there from HSV drop y'all 5 years GFS. What's up, Rolly? 5 years. I'm 5 years too, man. Appreciate you, Rolly. That's good info, man. We got CDL training in here. What up, CDL trainer? He says, I have a small CDL school in New Orleans. Can you be surprised that 90% of my students, smoke weed when they start with me, and over half of them, after I license them, get popped and have to intercept. No comment, man. Keep doing what you're doing, CDL. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Crazy, bro. Appreciate the support, Jay. Jonathan, what's up, man? He say I have to leave the DC area to get a trucking job. I guess that's what you meant. Okay, he put it in here. Got you. Yeah, man. You know, sometimes that may be the option. Sometimes you may have to make that move just to get, exposed to more opportunities. Poppy says minimum qualification says must meet NVR and risk rating qualifications. Is there a way to find that out online, or do I need to contact a recruiter? I need a return on investment. Must meet NVR and what are their NVR qualifications? Does it say? Most companies have that on the job posting as far as the NVR. And what are their rating qualifications? If they don't already have it on the job posting, it sounds like they missed some information. Because otherwise, how would you know if you're qualified to work for them? So yeah, you may have to reach out to a recruiter, man, if they don't have that information already listed on the job posting. Get some more specifics from them. 421 says there are too many available tanker hazmat companies in H-Town for experienced drivers, and some of them will take on new CDL drivers. Keep searching, indeed, and keep applying. There you go. That's in H-Town. It sounds like it's a lot of opportunities in H-Town from what I'm hearing from different H-Town residents in the chat this morning. Ferdinand said, yes, sir, I put Eugene as a reference. Okay, good. Jay says, emergency funds always help. Definitely. Invest in a savings account. Yep. Effie official says, hey, don't know if this is personal, but do you take your profit sharing cash or defer? Defer. Nah, I don't. Yeah, I definitely don't take the profit sharing cash. I just let all my stuff build up. I don't even mess with that. Yeah, I don't even mess with that. My retirement account, profit share, that I don't even mess with that, man. I just let that do what it do. I focus on my brokerage account, outside of my 401k. That's what I'm really more active on, building that up. Jay says that's why I was able to make it as a SAP driver. Psychology of Money. That's right, man. That's a good book. I got that bad boy right here by Morgan Housel. Definitely check it out. It's a good read right here, man. Good read. It's not a very long book either. You can see here. You know what I'm saying? Psychology of Money. Good information, man. Good information. That's what it's all about, man. Getting educated on finances. Whether it's watching, a good YouTube video talking about finances or reading a book, just getting educated, man. Being a little bit better with your money. That's right, King AJ. Delayed gratification. Some people have that mindset, some people don't. Yeah, man, to each his own. To each his own. 421 says, however, the higher paying jobs that pay 100K plus per year have rules, and some don't like these rules, like texting or talking on the phones and driver facing cameras. Well, find a 60K year job, with no cams. Yeah, exactly. Some people just, some people not working for a job that has cameras. And we talked about that too. Some people are really particular about working for companies that have driver facing cameras. They just don't like that. And I don't care how much the job is paying. I've seen people comment and say, look, I don't care if the job is paying 6 figures. I'm not working for a company that has a camera in my face. They look at it as companies invading their privacy. So, hey, everybody's different, man. Everybody's different. I don't know what to say. Jay says just off sometimes $800 checks. I think he was talking about that investing piece. Truckology. What's up, Truckology? Man, it's been a minute, bro. It's been a minute since I seen you. Listen, man, this is a true story. Truckology was the very first person to share my content on his channel. I don't even know if Truckology is posting content anymore. I haven't went on your channel in a long time. But man, I really appreciate that, bro. That was over two years ago now. This was when I was just starting my channel up. Had maybe a few hundred subs. Truckology was the very first content creator to post my channel and said, look, go check out his channel. He has good content. I'll never forget that, man. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. And now I pay it forward to other content creators. I do the same thing for the smaller channels. So shout out to you, man. I never forget that, bro. Appreciate the love you showed me early on my channel. J Rock. People got to realize we not getting any younger. Yeah, man. Exactly. Jay says, live like no one today so you can live like no one tomorrow. Bars. 100%. Everybody don't think like that, though. Jasmine said, I just got into investing back in October. It's definitely a learning curve. Also, my student loans are being forgiven. Should receive the paperwork within 7 business days. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's a huge financial burden, I'm sure, that you not gonna have to worry about. So that's awesome. Investing is somewhat of a learning curve, but if I think if you're doing something simple like investing in the S&P 500 or something like that, for example, where you could just set it and forget it, it's not too much work involved in that. And you set your payments up on automatic. You put it on a drip, right? Which means your money is reinvesting back into buying more shares. You don't have to do anything. So that's what I have mine on. It's just automatically set on a drip. So when I get paid those dividends quarterly, monthly, whenever those companies pay out dividends, it just get reinvested back into buying more shares of that company automatically. I don't have to do anything. So That's a beautiful thing about investing, uh, in the stock market in particular. If you're investing in some of these blue chip stocks, something solid, you don't have to do anything. If you have a brokerage account, you just set it up, however much money you want to invest. If you're buying fractional shares, again, that's you just investing however much money you want. It could be $5 a month, $10 a month, $100 a month, whatever the case may be. It's gonna buy shares or fractional shares for that amount every day or every week or every month, however you set up your frequency. And you don't have to do nothing. You just what we call DCA, dollar cost average. You dollar cost averaging. No matter what the price of that stock is, you're buying $5 worth every day if that's what you got to set up. $10 worth every day if that's how you got to set up. It's pretty easy. It's pretty simple once you understand it. So it's a lot of YouTube videos, a lot of tutorials on YouTube that you can reference and take a look at when it comes to investing in the stock market. A lot of beginner tutorials. So if you have no idea on how to start, I encourage you to check it out. It's a lot of information, free information at that. Gene said, shout out to everybody at Coca-Cola on the cool lift trucks. Hardest job in America. Coca-Cola, beer delivery, food service, tough jobs. The only thing about food service compared to beverage, we don't have to, rotate product and put product up. In most cases, you may have some outliers here, though, some one-offs to where you may have to put up something, but there's very few and in between. We just drop and go. G Flex says, just subscribe. Your videos definitely motivated me to get my CDL. Man, appreciate you. Infamous says, yo, came to class late today. You good, bro? You still showed up. Better late than never. Brian James says, being from a small town market, sometimes going, I believe you probably meant OTR is cheaper until you get your money up to move to a major city or close to one. That makes sense. We Them Boys says, do you know any food service jobs that hire SAP drivers? Somebody probably already answered this. I don't know any personally off the top of my head. There could be some, but I don't. Can you imagine going from 120 to 35 because drugs are more important to you? Nah, I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that, bro. And you rather have a job that don't test. That's an $85,000 loss to get high. Man, please, 120K me. I'm drug free. Man, tell me about it. My sentiments exactly. Bro. I don't see how people do it, bro. No weed here, Ferdinand says. Jay says, I'm gonna go read it. Yeah, it's a good read, man. Psychology of Money. J. Ross said, yo, Anthony, how often should someone fund their brokerage account? Oh, man, it depends, bro. Like for me, I fund mine every Monday. Every Monday, I put in the amount that I'm gonna invest for the week, right? So I have a couple things that I invest in every day. And so instead of just buying it, put money in every day, instead of doing that, I just go ahead and put a set amount that I'm gonna invest for the whole week, right? So in this one brokerage account that I have, I invest $700 a month into that brokerage account. And so I go ahead and put $175 every Monday into this account. And I buy these particular assets every day, Monday through Friday. It's set up, right? So I got $30 a day going in one, and I got $5 a day going into another. And they buy it every day, no matter what the cost is, right? And so people just have to figure out, what frequency you want to invest in. and you can set it up from there. The broker's account, you have options to set it up, whether you want to do it daily, bi-weekly, or monthly, and you just choose whatever amount you want to invest. So it'll probably be different for everybody depending on who you are. So you just got to figure out what you want to, how much you want to invest in. But again, for me to answer your question, I fund my account every Monday, and then it'll buy those stocks every day for that week, and that's what I do. It automatically comes out of my savings account, and then the brokerage account takes it from there. Easy, bro. Like, it's just automatic. I don't have to do nothing. Effie says, yeah, because the profit sharing is tax crazy if you take it cash. Yeah. Yep. Ox Warrior, Dave Ramsey, or Grant Cardone method. I don't know what Grant Cardone's method is. I mean, Dave Ramsey, I agree with some of the stuff Dave Ramsey, some of the information he puts out as it relates to investing. I think it makes sense. I don't know what Grant Cardone method is though. In terms of what? Ox, you talking about investing, paying off debt, like what specifically? Soldier says Dave Ramsey. Yeah, he says baby steps are good. I got that book too. Let me get this. This is a pretty good one. Baby Steps to Millionaires. Dave Ramsey. You can check that out as well. It's a good one. Good content. Good content, especially for just your average investor, beginner investor. So good information, man. Really practical advice and principles. Nothing too complicated. Yes, sir, Agent Soldier. Truckology says, I don't post no more. You have great content and brought something that drivers and future drivers need to hear. Okay. Appreciate that, Truckology. I know I haven't seen you in a while. Jay said, let's get the lights up. We got Dev Nice in here. He says, good morning. Just had a question. I'm looking to get my CDL license soon. How much money will a driver right out of school make? Man, we get asked that question a lot. I mean, it really depends on what you plan on doing in the trucking industry. Like, it's a very, I guess, wide window in terms of how much money you can make. You can come in and make $70,000 a year, up to $100,000 a year for your first year with a CDL. It just depends on what you're doing, where you live, and that type of thing. So it's really not just a one answer or just one amount that I could say, because it varies. But I've seen people make anywhere between 70 to 100K their first year, right? Hope that answers your question, man. And that's people coming right out of CDL school. Harvey says, which food delivery company would be best for someone that has 5 years plus driving experience? I mean, you got McLean, Cisco, PFG, GFS, Sigma. Which one would be the best? Somebody mentioned Shamrock Foods earlier on the West Coast, so I don't know where you live, but I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say which one would be the best. They're all pretty much similar. They're all similar, man, to be honest with you. chat, if you in food service, which food service company would be the best in y'all opinion? Somebody with 5 years experience. I'll let the chat answer it. I think, like I said, it's who else? We got what you call it out there too, MB. We got Martin Brower out there too. I don't talk about Martin Brower much, but Martin Brower is another one. Good company. They have a lift gate, touch, pretty easy for the most part. I mean, you pushing those carts, those carts that the product is on is heavy. And I've heard guys say, if you got bad wheels on them carts, that could be a little struggle. But I still think it's easier than having to go up and down a ramp or something along those lines. But Martin Brower is another company that's pretty decent. Gotta throw them in the food service driver mix. Cruising King says, don't drive OTR, it's a trap. 14 years experience. Don't drive at all, really. It's modern slavery. There you go. That's Cruising King's opinion. All right, Jay said, everybody is human. Don't belittle a person because of a mistake as long as they didn't get checkmate in life. That's true. 100%. I agree with that. Everybody does make mistakes. And I don't necessarily think that people are belittling people that chooses to, do those type of activities. Talking about drugs, I don't think that's what it is. I think people are just stating facts when they say it's just, if you choose to do that, that's going to be a costly mistake that could really put your CDL in jeopardy, right? So I think people are just saying that, why would you risk putting your CDL in jeopardy? Something that you work hard to obtain. And a decent paying job at that, because you want to do this type of activity. I personally don't think that that's, belittling somebody for doing those things. I think that's just kind of, just having a rational perspective, point of view about the scenario. But that's just my opinion. But you make a good point, Jay. Harvey says, you're sure right. Speaking about cruising. Oh, Cruising King. Okay. He talked about Cruising King. Oh, Cruising King, excuse me. About what he said about don't drive OTR, it's a trap. If Miss Matt said use Dave to get out of debt. Yeah, Dave got some good counsel when it comes to getting out of debt. That snowball effect, I think that's pretty good counsel. And I think it works if you're consistently doing what he instructs. 2 Degrees says they're going to take your CDL and move you back to a regular driver license. I think he's referring to the SAP program. Gene says send Dave Ramsey an invoice for that. Yeah, that's free promo. Yeah, I definitely need to send him an invoice for that, man. Free promo. Soda says I'm OTR right now and trying to go local. Deciding between tanker, LTL, or food service. I agree that OTR should be paying a lot higher. OTR should definitely be paying a lot higher, man. Driving all across the country. Travel Trucker, what's up, man? Appreciate you for tapping in. Keep doing what you're doing over there on your channel. You putting out some good content, man. Dave is good, but some of the info is a little out of date. 100%. Yeah, that's why I said I don't necessarily agree with everything Dave says. But I think the majority of his information is something that you can utilize and implement, right now. I think a lot of his information does work. Soldier says, yeah, I like Dave Ramsey method, basically, and to the point. Yup. Crypto Nader, what's going on? Said I have an interview with Old Dominion tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Man, I hope you have a good interview, man. If that's the job you looking for or hoping to get, I definitely hope you get it. Shout out to Old Dominion. J-Rod said, I like Dave Ramsey. I was reading Total Money Makeover. I think baby step 1 should be a little more than $1,000. Yeah, I agree. As far as a savings account and having that as a emergency fund. But the other steps are good because everyone should want to pay off their houses very soon. Yeah, I agree that you should have more than $1,000 saved. So definitely, I think people should try to strive to at least get to that point. We know that everybody's in different financial circumstances. Some people aren't in a position to afford $1,000. Some people can't afford $1,000 expense right now if it were to occur, right? Say a breakdown or something along those lines. Some people can't afford that right now. So everybody's in different financial situations, man. So we just got to figure out, if you're in a tough spot financially, we got to figure out how can we increase our income? What can we do to generate more income? Is that getting a better paying job? Is that learning a new skill? Is that finding a hobby or a side hustle where you can generate income? Like, what else can we do to bring in more money at the end of the day? So I think resources like YouTube can be very beneficial, and at least showing you some other alternatives and different ways to make money. And also reading books. So, if you're in one of those situations to where, it's a struggle and we got to figure out how to increase our income, we also got to figure out how to stop racking up debt and being overextended. That's causing a lot of problems financially as well. Just being overextended. That can definitely put you in a financial bind, man. People still losing their jobs, man. I just told y'all on the last live where somebody sent me a long email about being laid off right after Christmas. So again, man, some of these jobs, man, sometimes you just never know. Sometimes you just never know. So you gotta plan for the worst and hope for the best. Don't ever think that something can't happen to you. I think that's a good mindset to have. Just never being too comfortable. I don't care how long you've been with a job. G Flex says, my cousin worked for McLean. Is that a good company to work for? I think so. J Ross says, Cisco, PFG, Sigma, McLean, US Food, Cheney Brothers. You got a lot of companies to choose from. Yeah. My wife just came in here trying to interrupt my flow. Truckology says, Domino's is legit. Got a buddy working. They're clearing 110,000. Yeah, Domino's, they making bank over there too. Brandon Lovecast, Smart Money Bro, going live about that today. Shout out to Smart Money Bro, man. Smart Money Bro, another good channel. He always dropping gems over there. I've shared his content on my channel a few times. Shout out to Smart Money Bro. Jasper's in here. Says, looking at PepsiCo or FedEx Freight for my first local job. Look like a lot of y'all watching Smart Money Bro. DB says, okay, start the show. Terry in here. What's up, Terry? A lot of people are complaining about low miles, slow freight with OTR now. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of videos from OTR drivers that's complaining about slow freight and low rates right now. Dope Law, what's going on, man? Appreciate you for tapping in. Wrap it up said DB, you slacking, man. Dope Law, hey, after praying for you, sir. Have you heard of Richard Fane, Larry Jones, or Wall Street Chopper? Yeah, man. I watch all them boys. I like all of them. They put out some good content, for sure. Richard Fane, Uncle Larry, and Wall Street Trapper. Yeah, man. I posted I made a post about Wall Street Trapper last week, I think it was, just on my community tab. I really was just posting because I like this caption. And then, man, there was some people commenting. They were talking about he a scam and all of that. I don't know, man. I can't really speak on whether or not the dude be scamming. I've never bought anything from him in terms of a course, anything like that. I personally just like his story and, being able to go to prison, come out, and kind of get back on the right direction, and then being able to teach financial literacy to people. I just think that's commendable, and I respect that part. I also know that he's been teaching people that are incarcerated, right? Going to prisons, visiting prisons, teaching financial literacy. So, those are some of the things that I respect, and I think he's able to have an impact on people in particular that looks like him, that may not necessarily listen to people who don't look like him. So I think he's able to touch an audience that needs to be touched, and I think he's able to get his message across to those people and speak to some people that otherwise wouldn't necessarily listen. And he's talking about financial literacy, which is something that we need to hear and learn about. So, we are in a scam culture right now. There are a lot of scams out there. So you definitely got to be careful when it comes to buying courses and even taking information from certain people, because it's a money grab for a lot of people. But, you just got to use your discernment and figure out, what's truth in it all. So, but when it comes to Wall Street Chopper, I done heard him on a few different people's podcasts, and I've heard, a lot of his interviews. And, like I said, I personally think the message that he's putting out there in terms of investing, the investing piece, is just very basic, practical information that if you're an investor, that a lot of what he's saying is true. And so that's the part that that I support. Anything else that he's doing outside of that, I can't really speak to that. So, and I don't know that man personally. So that's kind of my position on Wall Street Trapper. And I just had to say that because I know there was a lot of people. Well, I'm gonna say a lot. There was a few people that said, "Man, he a scam. He a scam. He a scam." So he never scared me out of anything. But that's just my position. That's my take on Wall Street Trapper, man. I digress. Jasper says, play the robot. Oh, I said robot. Play the Robert Kiyosaki cash flow game. It gives you a sense of what to do and how to invest. Robert Kiyosaki. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Dope Law says, live on a plan, live on less than. That's a good phrase. Dev Nice. I think one of the biggest traps that people get jobs and make more money, then they just start buying up stuff and not saving and not doing anything to build wealth. I think that's what you meant, but they just buy more stuff. Yeah, a lot of people do fall into that trap. That's true. Dwayne says Dollar General used to pay good. Jay says, you think I should go owner op with the settlement coming from my last job? Ooh, man, I don't know, bro. And I don't know. Any owner ops in here right now, what's your recommendation? My guy Jay getting a settlement. Obviously, sounds like he wanna put his money in the right spot, wanna make a sound investment. What are you guys' thoughts on Jay? Should he invest and go the owner op route? I'll leave that up to the chat. What do y'all think? J Rock says, people as we made the money learn to have the money work for you. Don't spend it all on consumer debt. If you use credit cards, pay them off every month. Yep. All right. This is my guy Brandon says, Wall Street Trapper is a salesman. Wall Street Trapper is a salesman. Brandon, somebody watch your content, bro. Dope Law says, Brandon, love your channel or love your content. You got to support on here, Brandon. He already said appreciate it. Gene says, I need to make a video showing my credit report and let people see what's exactly on it. And I got it to 800. But you got an excellent score. Shout out to Gene being at 800. Keep that up, brother. Yes, a team job position for Old Dominion. I really want the job. I retire for Old Dominion once I get the job. Okay, team driving. We got Justin here. It says late, but I'm in here. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Brandon says put some of your money in the stock market. You're going to get better returns. Ferdinand said, thank you, brother. Anthony, much love to you from my Hispanic community. Anthony, a true G. Appreciate that, Ferdinand. All right, Jay says, peace and blessings, brother. I'm going to stay tuned. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. I'm going to get ready to get out of here, bro. Wife just busted in the office. She said, man, you need to wrap it up. All right, man. So I'm going to get ready to get out of here. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for tapping in as usual, man. It's always good checking in with y'all on Sundays. Remember, I'm here every Sunday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. If you miss a live and you're watching this on the replay, make sure you check out next Sunday, man. Lord willing, we'll be right here, fellowshipping, providing content, sharing experiences, all the above, man. All right. We've been on a little over 2 hours, man. This was a good show. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. All right, guys, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here, man. Until the next time, I see you guys later. Y'all have a good weekend. I'm out.